So basically, our first idea or our main idea is about the military and about a soldier who goes off to join the military. He basically then kills one of the major generals in the Taliban, and the soldier's got a younger brother, and the general in the Taliban has also got a younger brother, and just goes on. Basically, they have a fight, and the main soldier gets killed, and it's basically sort of trying to avenge each other's death. And
we're going to have the younger brothers leaving the UK, and basically the news of the young brother of the guy who joined the military has gone out to everyone that he's joined, and he's come back for a return trip. So then the younger brother of the Taliban general, he's plotted his revenge because he's thinking, when he comes back, I'm going to meet him, I'm going to confront him. And he plots the killing, but we're going to have it turn out so that they both talk about each other's stories and how similar their lives actually are. And we don't really know what's going to go after that. That's the main idea.
Okay, good. Alright, so we've got themes. What are our themes? They're kind of revenge, pride, that sort of thing. What will actually happen? So we start with a black screen and then we fade in. Talk me through the order step by step. So what happens on screen? So first we see, it looks like his feet walking. Is that right?
Yeah, so in the first scene, it's basically the main soldier in the army uniform with polished boots, and basically goes up. So he starts with the boots. He's marching, and it goes up, and then we see like him as a whole and who he really is. And then in the second picture, it's vice versa. It's basically the general in the Taliban. So sort of leading on and sort of getting an insight into how similar their lives are going to be. So he's basically doing the same thing. I don't know why they've even done a smiley face.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird, but yeah. And then.
Okay, hang on. I'm just looking at how you'll get how you'll show excellence for editing and cinematography. So what I would be doing for the storyboard is I would do, first of all, we see a close up of him shining his soldier shoes or whatever they are, right? Then I'd cut to the opposite, which will have to look vastly different so that we're showing a juxtaposition. And then you could have the sound change. So you've got both of them putting their shoes on, tying up their laces. Then cut to the next bit. I would do each of those things and build towards showing our key character. Rather than, from a tension perspective, what you've got is, here's our main character, here's our other main character, then we're moving on. The longer you draw that out, I think the better you'll be able to go, here's our mise-en-scène showing the contrast between the two. Is one of them the boots are on like tiles and one of them on a dirt floor, or what's the... Yeah, so that's what you need to think about so you can kind of maximize those marks. All right, what next?
Then it sort of... We don't really know what happens because he then somehow gets shot in the forest. And at the end, it basically rewinds. So it was that opening sequence with the photo, basically, how it rewinds back. So we trying to do something like that, and basically we see the how it really happened from the beginning. So yeah, so it starts at the end.
Yeah.
If it makes sense. Yeah.
Hang on. So when they're walking along, that's after one of them's been shot. No.
No. So this basically it goes in a story. So they're all walking. They're all basically officers in their respective armies.
Yeah.
Somehow the army officer gets shot. And then it rewinds to how basically it happened.
But how? And we don't see how it happens.
We do, like, right here, he gets shot. And, like, sort of towards the end. But we don't see how he gets shot or who he's shot by.
And it's the army officer that gets shot, is that right?
It is, yeah.
How will you get the people all walking together?
Don't really know. It's sort of...
I mean, is there a CCF thing that you could go to that happens between now and mid-January where you could film them all walking, or would you just need to use one person?
We'll probably just use one person.
Yeah?
Yeah, just a little bit easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, good. So, I mean, it's a good idea, and thank you for going first. And what you've got, because you've got access to all of these costumes and props, that's quite a good way to maximize your marks. But stuff like someone getting shot will be hard for you to actually film. I'd film like over their, we can see over their shoulder them standing in the forest, with their arm out, so it looks like they're holding a gun, and then we hear a gunshot or something. Or is there a way we could go, this person getting ready, this person getting ready, this person getting ready, this person getting ready, and then cut to the sound of a gunshot, we only see a forest, and we see the forest completely still. If it's like a wintry morning and there's a bit of mist around, that's just like one really nice shot. And then you could go, I don't know, something else after that. Yeah, maybe? Because the rewind thing, would that just be us watching the whole thing in reverse?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Kind of, and I don't really know this. I guess it's just sort of watching it again and watching their lives again, I guess.
Yeah, okay. Maybe you could rewind, I think you could rewind back, maybe the walking or something. But we need something kind of filmic or something. Could we have like, maybe he's getting ready, and then he's, making a cup of tea, then he's having a cigarette or something, so that then when it rewinds, we've got the sense of like maybe like smoke going back in, or like the tea going back in the cup and him going back inside. Yeah, otherwise we're just watching him put on his shoes in reverse, and I guess the walking in reverse works as well. But what you actually need is to have it mapped out shot by shot, so we see him, we see him outside, we see him standing in the forest having a cigarette. And then we hear the gunshot or whatever, and we realize that actually he was doing that after having killed someone. Maybe? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that sounds quite nice. Yeah.
Hang on. Any other ideas that we could do? Or you can have the forest at the start, and then you could have them, the forest and a gunshot, and then we see all of the stuff and they're starting for the day. And then we could, and then you could rewind to the end. I don't know. Alright, so in terms of music, what will we use? What type of music?
Just sort of high tempo music, I guess. Maybe a few sort of military music or military tunes.
Yeah.
Especially when he's sort of marching. Yeah. That sort of.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it needs to be military sound. I think you should have the sound of marching. You could have that build. You should have the sound of, I'd have silence and a gunshot at some point. Maybe even silence, a gunshot, and the sound of birds flying away. Yeah? Okay, titles. How will the titles come in?
Sort of mysterious. In a
Yep.
way. Yeah.
Give me an effect. Like, do they fade in?
Yes,
Or
fade in, fade out, yeah.
Yep.
Slow as well. Sort of.
Okay, we need to, if you're looking to get an A, you need to attach them to the footage somehow. So it needs to be like, we can see him walking, and his feet are walking along here, and our title is underneath him. Yeah? Then we see him tying up his shoelace, and the title is, I don't know. Yeah? So that's what you sort of need to do. This is a good start, and it's a good idea, and it's got loads of stuff in it you can do. I would do the edit cross-cutting between the two things, but there isn't enough here. This is just like 6 shots.
Yeah.
This won't fill out 2 minutes. But yeah, good. Okay, cool. Well done. Great. Anything else? Anyone want to add? Yep.
I think this would be like a good idea, not to do as in to watch the movie and see like, because it was I don't know what it was called, but it was a movie with Angelina Jolie's husband, I forgot his name.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah, Brad Pitt. He was in it, and it was the recreation of World War II, I think, or something.
Okay.
That movie's really good, and it has like really nice. The trailer's really good, so like watch that, and then it'll give you an idea of like shots, because it's obviously based in like World War II, so you kind of get like an army.
Yeah. Good. Okay, great. Well done. Thank you. Well done.